A change here too. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Got a piece of it. And now Gallinari pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
The feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Saric outside. Carter looking around, and Saric kicks to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. And they get it. It doesn't go for him. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's Paul. Again, Oklahoma City. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the left wing. Saric finds Booker. He doesn't hit that one. Adams, some nice D.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Kaminsky inside. Noel on him.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
The Thunder leading by 7. Schroeder outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
I like to see Mikal get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Here's Schroeder. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's blocked. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Here's Schroeder. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Oklahoma City out in front. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out history.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Noel. And it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Diallo the pass to Noel. Phoenix grabs the miss.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. He feeds it to Noel.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Pass to Jerome. Oubre outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. The Thunder have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Schroeder up top, covered by Rubio. And there's the pass to Muscala. Rubio against Schroeder. Diallo the pass to Noel. Diallo stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And now the Suns a fast break. It's stolen by Muscala. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Ferguson, covered by Oubre. Diallo inside. He's guarded by Booker. Noel. The shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Booker outside. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Schroeder kicks to Noel. Pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Schroeder. No good on the triple. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Suns. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Back to Schroeder. Passes it to Muscala. To the paint. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And that one drops. Rubio's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you understand what the defense is trying to do, but Rubio just so creative out there to make plays.
Schroeder, right side. Pass to Ferguson. For 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And the Suns here with a different look. Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Carter outside. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Paul looking around. Gallinari passes to Paul. Top of the key. And it is good! buzzer. Wow. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, from the get-go, it was Oklahoma City who came out strong. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Kicks it out to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off, and it's Ayton missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Dort passes to Adams. Paul outside. Back to Adams, and stolen by Ayton. To the middle. Count it. Ayton's got his second basket.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Paul passes to Dort. Gallinari in the corner. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 4. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pushing it up. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker dishes to Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
The shot's good from Paul.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rubio looking around. He kicks to Oubre. Down low. Here's Ayton. Now the pass to Booker. Clock at 4. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Inside, it's tipped. An even 3-on-3 break. 1:49 left in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. They get it back. Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Adams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. Rubio against Paul. Rubio outside. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Rubio's got 8.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside gets it done that time.
Paul outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. This is his second attempt at the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Feeds it to Bridges. It's stolen by Muscala. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Paul left side. Pass to Noel. Carter comes in with the double team. It's deflected. And now the Suns a fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Carter hits them both. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Schroeder. 1 second left, and the layup is good. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
Schroeder playing with some tenacity in this one. He is not letting the defense dictate where it is that he's going. He's scoring through contact.
And so it's Oklahoma City. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Suns trail by 11. So for Oklahoma City right now, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Phoenix.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Jerome. And here is Bridges. And it's Noel with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And there's the feed to Schroeder. Back to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Diallo the pass to Muscala. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Schroeder. No good there with the step-back jam.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Count it, good.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Tipped away. Schroeder outside. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Carter has it in the corner. To the inside. Sharch dishes to Baines. rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Muscala finds Noel. Back to Muscala. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. A platoon swap here for Phoenix.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Booker. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Dort. Offensive rebound. And Noel kicks to Paul.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Noel. Kicks it out to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Noel down low. He's covered by Ayton. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 16-point game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Nerlens Noel.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Here's Booker, kicks it out to Rubio. Pass to Oubre. Misses the layup. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 16. Akobo, the pass to Jerome. Here's Akobo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
through December 31st.
Well, you're going to need your best block game to beat our 2K TV challenge. And this year, it's 3v3 versus our 2K21 cover athletes. That's right. It's all-time Damian Lillard, all-time.
Hello, and as things get...
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward spot. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3. Now here's Adams. Bogdanovich missing his last shot.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way. I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Mitchell. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range, making great use of what the defense is giving him.
Paul outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Adams finds Paul. Shot clock at 6. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell outside. 11 feet away. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Paul. That misses off the backboard. And now Utah, fast break, intercepted. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Paul dishes to Adams. Pass to Dort. Another shot. Adams. It's good on the putback.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Mitchell wide open. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Paul surveying the floor. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. To the paint and stolen by Noel. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Takes a shot at the elbow. Another miss by Utah. Thunder have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Schroeder kicks to Gallinari. There's the pass to Ferguson. Here's Schroeder. Back to Gallinari. He feeds it to Noel. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. And he makes good on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
40 seconds left to play in the first. Schroeder against Mitchell. Schroeder dishes to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
For the Jazz, Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Moutier in for Mitchell. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moutier kicks to Davis. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Out to the right wing. Just 3 on the clock. That shot off, and we reach the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 4. And we'll be back. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Davis is out there with O'Neal. And it's Rudy Gobert. And there's Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 guard. That's the group right now for Utah.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg. But he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. DA, thank you. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Clarkson. Here's Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. "11 feet away, and the shot no good, a bit short."
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Conley against Paul. Here's Dort. Just 5 on the clock. The dish now to Adams, and that one is good. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Now here's Conley. O'Neal high post. Back to Conley. Ingles passes to Conley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Conley's got his first basket of the night.
Hey, this guy is competitive. He's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
It's tipped. Back the ball over Conley. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Paul. No good that time. The Jazz go the other way with it.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light.
Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. Passes it to Dort. Now Diallo. The 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Mitchell in for Moutier. Then for the Thunder, Alinari comes in for Muscala, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. Mitchell against Paul. Conley with the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Thunder leading by 3. Ball against Bogdanovich. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Here's Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss. And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Over O'Neal. And it's Paul missing. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Dort, guarded by O'Neal. And here's Gallinari outside. Here's Adams. Conley against Paul. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. And Gallinari and that's a wrap for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot block. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Mitchell with it. He has 6. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mitchell missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Paul against Ingles. From 17 feet out, Adams. The shot that time, not on target. The Jazz go the other way with it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Mitchell against Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA. Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Mitchell.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Pass to Schroeder. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The feed to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
At his size, you simply cannot give up that kind of deep positioning to Nerlens Noel.
Ingles kicks to Gobert. Back to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell outside. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Diallo with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Right wing. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Here's Mitchell. Feeds to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Gobert's got 6. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Diallo kicks to Ferguson. 2 on the clock. Over Ingles. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
Now Schroeder. Shoots from 14. It's deflected. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Moutier. It's hauled in by Diallo. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Boy, not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Mitchell looking it over. Kicks to Ingles. Pass to Bogdanovich. Takes it from 10. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points of the night. And here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Over Moutier. With the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He's got 8.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 3. We've got Conley. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. He gets it in there.
Well, the ability of Conley to be effective at any range means the defense can never relax.
Here's Schroeder. Dishes it to Adams. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Dort's checked in. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Well, at 7'1", Rudy Gobert has become known as the Stifle Tower. And this guy's starting to excel and get a bigger role on the offensive end.
Conley against Paul. The pass to Adams. He kicks it to Noel. It's stolen by Davis. Clarkson passes to Conley. Outside, Davis. Here's Clarkson. Back to Davis. To tie it up. Gobert trying to get open. Gets the bucket. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an attentive defender. Great anticipation by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Paul. Mitchell passes to Conley. Mitchell outside. Baseline try. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Paul's shot is off.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Paul against Conley. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No good off the back of the rim.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
now. Here's Paul. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Paul with the ball. He dishes it to Adams. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mitchell. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Mitchell's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Paul with the 3. No good there. And Utah the other way now. Here's Bogdanovich. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Bogdanovich is simply cold-blooded, astonishing scorer when the game is hanging in the balance.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch, yes, sir.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The wide open look here for Ingles. No good on the triple. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Rebound, Utah. Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Bogdanovich wide open. Good.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovich.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
weeks ago, and the first member to try it is not only an NBA 2K League analyst, but he's pretty darn good at the game too. Champ 2K, let's see how you do. The 2K TV Challenge is back.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Clouds passing high over the 10th. Show up. And we've got time.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. Now, here is Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On its way from Beasley for 2. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Dort. Russell with it. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Then double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Paul. Steps back and frames the jump shot.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Over Russell. Paul can't get it to go. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Moves back up. And that one, good. Paul's got his second bucket.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Now here's Beasley. Russell left side. Clock at 6. The pass to Okogie from about 19 feet. Russell, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. To the middle. And here is Paul. And it falls over the rim and in. Paul's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Russell not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Towns.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
No good from Beasley.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Timberwolves trail by 6, and even 3-on-3 break from 20 feet out. Russell, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
There's 37 seconds left in the first. And the basket by Okogie.
Boy, that is a very impressive, quick first step by Josh Okogie. Hard to defend that.
Paul is doubled. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Steps back and fires. Here's Adams. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know, going into...
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Noel. Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2-guard. Johnson, a wide open look. No good from outside. The Thunder leading by 8. A pull-up. And it's Schroeder missing. Minnesota shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Out left to the wing. Here's Layman. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now Schroeder. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Schroeder, left side.
How about the nice stop that time by Culver? He's got really good defensive instincts, good length, quick hands, and pretty strong, too.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From deep, Johnson. Thunder with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
From 12 feet out. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. Timberwolves trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Johnson from deep three-point range. He's off on that one. Here's Ferguson. He dishes it to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Back to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to.
And Muscala kicks to Diallo. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Schroeder looking around. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
6 to shoot, so the wing on the left. Here's Lehman. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Schroeder up top. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Goes up from the top of the key. And Lehman pulls it down.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Passes it to Johnson. Here's Lehman to the left side wing. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
There's Noel. Makes it off the glass. Noel's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, steady hands right there for Noel. You can try to knock this guy around, but at the end of the day, he's just got too much strength.
Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Right out of the gates, it was Oklahoma City setting the tone. Certain guys give their teams a lot more than the box score would indicate. Shaq, Steven Adams is one of them. And that's going to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot. To the wing right side. 3-pointer on the way. And it's Towns on the follow.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
The feed to Adams. Back to Paul. Lots of room. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. And it's off from 3-point range. Beasley with the steal. Towns with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Paul kicks to Gallinari. Hernan Gomez against Paul. Gallinari wide open. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles. And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Russell looking around, out to the right wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. To the right side. Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell. Pass to Okogie. And here's Russell. It's Beasley on the wing. Russell passes to Beasley. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. From the top of the key, he buries it. And a deep three from Russell. Towns, it's good on the putback.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Paul against Russell. Paul looking around. Gallinari outside. Lets it fly from 18. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 10 points for Chris Paul. And Beasley, here we go. Left side, Towns. Over to the wing. Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got 7 points.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Paul passes to Adams. Russell against Paul. Here's Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Adams has got 6 in the quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Back to Russell. It's Beasley on the wing. The pass to Russell. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. No good on the shot. Pass to Paul. No good from the wing. And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Muscala, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. And there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. The Thunder leading by 9. Diallo the pass to Noel. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Passes to Layman. There's the triple. Thunder with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Beasley with a clean one. Another miss by Minnesota. The Thunder shooting straight 49% from the field. Here's Diallo, and Noel kicks to Ferguson. Schroeder, right side. Second shot opportunity. Noel finds Schroeder. Here's Muscala. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Russell in for Culver. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Back to Schroeder. Drains it from 9 feet away. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Johnson can't hit. The Thunder leading by 11. Pass to Ferguson. Over Russell. Ferguson's shot is good.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
It's Beasley on the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to Johnson. Fires top of the key. Here's Okogie. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, that's his heads-up play on the glass by Okogie. Not only did he retrieve the rebound, he scored as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. And Muscala kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Beasley. And he overshot that one, missing. Timberwolves trail by 11. Pulls up. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Schroeder. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And then Johnson with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Nobody near Schroeder. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Now the Timberwolves with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Okogie's so good at forcing defenders into tough positions because of his tremendous athleticism.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. Paul outside. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Okogie for 3. Beasley. That one's not going to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. Call outside. Misses off the right iron. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Got it.
Boy, wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
Johnson dishes to Towns for three. Beasley, and no good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when
and this year we are switching it up. Not only are you playing one cover athlete, not only are you playing two cover athletes, but all three cover athletes. Damian Lillard, Kobe Bryant, Zion Williamson. First to 5, Hall of Fame, and the first to take on the 2K TV Challenge, Champ 2K. So now the big question is, who are you choosing in a game to 5?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. It's time for the NBA. DA.
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, DA. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at center. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Here's Paul. Got a hand on it. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Rubio. The rejection by Paul.
How about the lightning quick hands there? Chris Paul does a great job of just tracking that ball and then swatting it away.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The drive by Booker. Basket good.
Well, Booker playing very aggressive, constantly looking to score and not taking no for an answer.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Chris Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And there's the pass to Gallinari. Booker against Paul. Over Booker. Adams trying to free himself up. Paul's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Oubre. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Rubio looking around. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Inside, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Dort. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
A feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
Here's Rubio trying to get open as Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
The shot's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
He's got a clear path. Here's Ferguson, and he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Terrence Ferguson, the guys really love it when he gets up like that.
And it's Rubio penetrating. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Schroeder looking around. High post try, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rubio the pass to Šarić. Down low, and stolen by Noel. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Schroeder with the ball. Bridges covering. Ferguson the pass to Noel. That one goes in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Rubio penetrating, and it's blocked.
Well, these blocks by Schroeder has got to get his teammates going. They're more rare than they are commonplace, but Schroeder getting in there with good hands.
Here's Ferguson, and it's Schroeder in the corner. Pulls it from the elbow. Bridges with the board.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Oklahoma City out in front, up 11. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Noel Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ferguson in at the small forward position. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. No good from 11 feet. Suns trail by 9. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Carter looking around. Bridges kicks to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Over Diallo. Here's Kaminsky. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Suns have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Jerome passes to Ayton. Here's Jerome. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And Ayton throws it down.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Balls surveying the floor. Offensive rebound. Adams passes it to Paul. Tries again. He squares up and sinks it. Paul's got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
Just love to see Chris Paul operate in that area. Slows himself down. Great balance. It's one of his many strengths.
The Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's foul number 2 for him.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here. Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
The Thunder leading by 9. Paul outside. Puts up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Noel's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. And Phoenix also making a switch. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Suns trail by 7. And here we go. Suns running again. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Noel. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And the Thunder with some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. And for the Suns, Sharch checked in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
The drive by Booker. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And Devin Booker showing a nice touch around the rim.
Paul outside. Pass to Gallinari. To the left wing. Muscala dishes to Gallinari. Fires for 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Now here's Sharch. No points in the game yet for him. And the rejection by Noel.
In there to intimidate, and does so there.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thunder. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Such a tremendous floor leader. CP3 has been mentioned by many as a particular. And that's
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's Rubio penetrating.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
But they'll get another chance. The shot by Paul, no good. Suns trail by 4. Here's Oubre. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Oubre's got his first points of the game.
It's not rocket science. At some point, the defense has to show more urgency getting back in transition.
Molinari passes to Adams. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Paul missing again.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Paul outside, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. Here's Adams. Basket counts. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid. A wrecking ball.
Rubio outside. Six on the shot clock. He kicks it to Kaminsky for the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. Finished off the break. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
And Adams sends it back. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. Diallo out to Gallinari. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Now the pass to Diallo. Picked him clean. The numbers in their favor. Passes it to Kaminsky. And here's Rubio. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Suns shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Carter outside. And the rejection by Noel. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Schroeder. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker finds Baines. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Suns have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
The shot by Sharch, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Pass to Diallo. Here's Schroeder. There's the three. Second chance shot. Pass to Diallo. Here's Ferguson. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bridges. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. A 2-point game. And that one drops for him. Ferguson's got his second basket.
And Ferguson showing off a little bit of maybe that strength that we so often talk about he needs to put on.
Saric in the corner. Back to Carter. Booker inside. He's covered by Muscala. No good from Booker. The Thunder leading by 4. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jerome. Dort grabs the miss. Paul with the ball. It's off. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Noel. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's George into the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That's a 2 from Paul, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Paul's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Oklahoma City. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Really good, ferocious defense from Gilgeous-Alexander to knock it loose.
Booker looking around. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The Thunder leading by 11. Here's Paul, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Love seeing CP3 shoot from there. He just owns that area of the floor. One of the best jumpers in the history of the game.
And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Noel. There's the pass to Booker. Back to Oubre. Johnson in the corner to end the run. Here's Ayton. Booker with no one around. They grab their own miss. Ayton kicks to Booker. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Paul outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Paul missing again.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Back to Booker. Passes it to Rubio. Here's Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. For the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns trail by 12. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
And here is Paul. .151 left to play here in the fourth. The dish to Adams. Back to Paul. 4 on the clock. And yes, it's good. Paul's got 20 points.
Chris Paul tapping into that absolute best magic tonight. For a long time, he set the standard for point guard play in the NBA.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Rubio. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre dishes to Rubio. Oubre passes to Rubio. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
And he makes the first. Good on both. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Al Paul. Five to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is off. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Johnson outside. Oubre outside. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Pass to Booker. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Back to Johnson. And the pass to Booker. Out to the right wing. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Ayton finds Johnson. And the Suns miss again. Can't connect. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Hall of Fame against those three?
I think the first guy I got to go with, I got to go with LeBron. LeBron versus Kobe. You know, you always love that matchup. We got to go with LeBron. You know, 97 overall. Shout out to my guy, the King. But now, see, I need a matchup against Damian Lillard. Probably going to go with Tracy McGrady against him.
Good matchup.
And now Zion, it's tough because it's like this guy is just, he's an athlete.
From the plains of Oklahoma. And with tip.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Conley's shot is off. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. And the shot is good.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Here's Ingles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Paul's shot is off. The Jazz on offense. Here's Mitchell. Up again, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
Ball against Conley. Paul looking over the floor. Dishes to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Chris does a nice job probing the defense off the pick and roll and finding teammates.
Mitchell up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Now the feed to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Bogdanovich wide open. Drills it from outside.
Bogdanovich is most effective when his teammates are setting him up. And all he has to do is knock it down.
Paul passes to Adams. That one, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Over in the corner, Paul. To the inside. Adams dishes to Gallinari, and he banks in the layup. Gallinari's got his second basket of the game.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Mitchell outside. Lets it go from 14. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Shot, high post. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Conley into the lane. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay is subbed in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Davis. To stop the run. Now the dish to Gobert. Just 3 to shoot. Rebound by Muscala. The Thunder leading by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And now Utah, fast break. Davis kicks to Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss. Here's Schroeder. Here's Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got Jordan Clarkson. O'Neal is out there with Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Mudiay in at the point. Schroeder, Noel, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Noel's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Mudiay against Schroeder, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Davis, the pass to Mudiay. Tries again. And it's Davis missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Schroeder against O'Neal. Schroeder, right side, back to Diallo. From downtown, headshot off. And it's Utah the other way. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Clarkson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under.
Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Clarkson.
Mike Conley is very crafty. He can bait a defender into getting a little too physical with him.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner, and in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year. And for Donovan, the three really sets up everything else. When he's hitting it, defenses can't just pack it in the lane.
A shot by Paul, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Oklahoma City. Conley kicks to Mitchell. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Mitchell dishes to Davis. And Adams sends it down.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mitchell's shot is good.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the three and the painted area.
Paul against Conley. All up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good work defensively by Conley.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Back to Ingles. And Bogdanovich kicks to Ingles. Mitchell left side. Shoots over Adams. And the shot is long.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And Dort gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 9.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Ball against Mitchell. Passes to Ingles. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper.
You can do a lot of things with Ingles offensively. He can initiate, he can play off the ball, and he can shoot it from anywhere on the floor.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Count that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The drive by Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
And so it's Oklahoma City. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Right out of the gates, it was Oklahoma City setting the tone. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8. And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. The Thunder leading by 7. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Fires from the line. That one doesn't go. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Oklahoma City moving it around. And the shot goes in. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Conley for 3. rebound goes to the Thunder.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the wide open shot from Paul. And there's another one for the Thunder.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Mitchell with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Paul against Conley. The drive by Paul. Gobert with the block. They get it back. Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. No problems knocking that one down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Conley against Paul. It's good. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Mitchell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
I mean, a tough matchup. Donovan Mitchell is too explosive, too strong, and he's only going to get better.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Utah also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So difficult to defend. Mitchell can stretch you out to 3, beat you at the rim, and everything in between.
And here's Schroeder. There's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Mitchell looking it over. High post shot. Again, the Jazz score. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Schroeder outside. To the paint. There's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Mitchell left side. The putback. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Moutier, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Schroeder against Moutier. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. To the inside. Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
O'Neal with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the rejection by Noel. The pass to Moutier. Now Clarkson. 3 seconds left, and it's good on the lay-in.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And so it's Oklahoma City up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Utah. Inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Moutier, and it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Clarkson. And he could not get that one to go. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
The Thunder leading by 14. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Goes up to the stripe. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Adams. Back to Paul. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
Jazz trail by 14. And Gobert gets to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Just throw it up to Gobert, and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
Paul outside. Left side, Adams. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Clarkson. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. A 12-point game. Back to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
Paul dishes to Adams, and the shot goes down. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. O'Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. All up top, defended by Gobert, and it's in there. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense, delivers a perfect pass.
Clarkson passes to Conley. Back to Clarkson. He feeds it to Gobert. The wide open look here for Ingles. That three off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. 1:12 left in the fourth. Now here's Paul. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steven Adams.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Conley against Paul. He dishes it to Adams. Back to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Over Conley. That one off the back iron and out. So we see the Thunder get the win here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Up next, welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA. DA, take it away.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Now here's Beasley. Pass to Okogie. Back to Beasley. Clock at 6. Here's Hernan Gomez. And it's Towns on the follow.
Fact of the matter is, Karl Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
And here is Paul. The 3 comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now here's Beasley. Outside Russell. Back to Beasley. Outside Russell. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Adams.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Dort. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
Adams' shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted, for a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months.
Here's Paul, following the 3 by Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Russell. Towns trying to get open. And it's Russell missing. Thunder have gone 0-4. Missing their first 4 field goals here. That's good from Paul on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Back to Beasley. Pass to Russell. Out left to the wing. Beasley kicks to Russell. From past the arc. Knocked loose. Under trailing by 3. Pass to Dort. He feeds it to Paul. Here's Dort. Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Feeds it to Culver. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Layman pass to Culver. Outside, Towns. From deep three-point range. Thunder with the rebound. 1:35 left to play here in the first. Ferguson's shot is good.
Wow, look at the way the big man, Noel, set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Pass to Culver. From deep. Ferguson with the rebound. Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Schroeder. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Passes to Layman. Now Culver. He's guarded by Schroeder. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Both teams will make substitutions. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
From the high post, Reed with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Colbert kicks to Lehman. To the wing right side. Back to Johnson. Pass to Lehman. Shot clock at 6. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. That's a 2 from Paul. And Culver pulls it down.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
There's the pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, there's length, there's mobility. Gallinari doing a nice job contesting.
And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score's still close. It's the Thunder. They lead by 1.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but, like, we may lose a game.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Lehman. He's out there with James Johnson, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. But they get it back. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari wide open. They get it again. Paul outside to the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here we go, one-on-one. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Culver.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
That's a 2 from Paul. That one a little long.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Johnson, good on the shot. Johnson's got his first basket. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Kicks it to Culver. Pass to Lehman. Timberwolves passing it around. Over to the wing. Johnson outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Paul for 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 points this quarter. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Culver kicks to Johnson. Jacks up a three. Culver's shot is off.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Gallinari passes to Paul. Again, the miss by Paul. Timberwolves trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Stolen. Inside. Shot's good by Noel.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Oklahoma City's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Paul, right side. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game plan. Here's Dort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. The Thunder with the lead. Noel passes to Dort. Schroeder with the ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
From deep three-point range, and a close game so far through the first. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Looking at... And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Russell with a wide open look. Those three-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. The ball. Gallinari left side. Looking to end his cold spell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, Gallinari, a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Towns, wide open. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Paul, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And now a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And Adams with the slam. Adams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Paul, no one around him. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul.
Here's Russell. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Paul can't get that one to fall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
Out to Gallinari. Paul looking around. Paul can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves trail by 10. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Launches a three. He can't hit that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Paul missing again. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Diallo, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And taken away by Paul. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. For 3, Okogie. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Gallinari with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the end. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Here's Johnson. The shot. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Beasley. No good with the wing jumper. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Here's Dort. Nobody near Schroeder, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Over to the left wing. Beasley outside. And the three off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. The dish to Muscala. Here's the lob to the hoop. The rebound by Johnson. Timberwolves trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Schroeder up top. He's guarded by Russell. Schroeder passes to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. And it's Schroeder missing. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And Muscala kicks to Ferguson. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
And the Thunder with some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Hernan Gomez comes in for James Johnson. That's a 2 from Paul. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Out to the right wing. Here's Russell. Thunder with the rebound.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Oklahoma City.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Chris Paul.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
From beyond the arc, Okogie misses. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. And stolen by Noel. Kicks it out to Paul. Wide open. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
A step-back shot here. And that one hits back iron. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Pass to Okogie. Gallinari with the steal. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.